Yo, what's up? It's your boy Q, Quanteo6, here to talk about my Charlotte Hornets. Yeah, it's game time. I'm hearing about the trade with Lance Stephenson, so I want to know what's going down with that. All my Charlotte Hornets fans, throw your hands up. You know, I'm from North Carolina. Right now, I'm living in Texas, but my hometown is in Charlotte, North Carolina. Actually, I'm born in Concord, but hey, I lived in Charlotte in high school, so I lived in the area. Used to go downtown once in a while. Never been to a Panthers game. Never been to a Hornets game. Because I do live, like I said, I do live in Texas right now. I'm a huge Dallas Cowboys fan. If you already know, you can just check my thumbtack, my thumbnail. Or some of my old videos. Well, I haven't really watched a lot of basketball this year with the Charlotte Hornets because they don't come on TV in Texas. But I did notice, like, week ago or so, that I could watch some games online. I mean, through bootleg channels, unfortunately, because our cable just got cut off here. So, you know, it's not been easy selling, trying to watch, but I have been able to watch my Cowboys online, because I haven't been able to watch them on TV at all. I watch them on my internet, and I have a TV monitor, high definition television monitor. So it's both a TV and it works as a monitor. It can do every output. From a monitor output from 800 by 600 or 1080p. So, anyways, I'm here to talk about my Charlotte Hornets. I don't know a lot that's going on this year, but I know we're off to a bad start. Last season we had a great season with Big Al and Kimba and everybody just coming together to build a playoff team, and I felt like we could have got to the second or third round if it wasn't for the Miami Heat. I really honestly believe we're better than Toronto Raptors were last year. We were better than the Raptors, and the Raptors are sitting at, 1 or 2, something like that. I haven't really been watching the NBA like I should this year, but I know one thing. I've always felt like we were better than the Raptors. I felt like we were better than the Wizards and all the other teams in the East other than, Miami Heat. There's a couple other teams in the East. The Indiana Pacers, I felt like the Pacers made a head our number last year, but we actually beat the Pacers, I believe, last year. I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember, but you can correct me if I'm wrong. But this is for my Charlotte Hornets fans out here. I got to throw it up. Got to represent my hometown. By the way, I'm coming back home soon. I don't know when I'm going back out there, but I should be back in North Carolina really soon. For a little while, then probably coming back to Texas again. Trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. I have plans. I have a lot of plans, but I do believe we probably should trade Lance Stephenson because I'm hearing that Lance Stephenson is causing problems in the locker room. He's not really getting along with everybody. I'm not really sure what's going on there, but hearing that, I'm just thinking maybe we should make a move, because we were winning before Lance got here. And I'm not saying it's all Lance's fault that the team isn't clicking and they aren't gelling, but when Lance went down with an injury, Charlotte Hornets started getting into a winning streak, and they got into another winning streak. And that was twice without Lance Stephenson there. They got into 2 different winning streaks. As soon as Lance went down, they started winning games again. And I know Big Al's hurt, and a lot of people saying, well, maybe the team moves fast without Big Al, but I think that's a dumb move. Big Al helped lead this team to the playoffs last year. I don't think it has anything to do with Big Al. I think Kemba Walker now taking over. I do look up Kemba. I do look up what's going on, and I'm finding out that Kemba's now taking over, and he's going on a streak. I've seen his highlights. I knew Kemba was a great player, but I had no clue he was going to break out like the way he broke out this year. I'm going to say he was a good player, or a very good player last year, but this year he wants to step into great territory. So, I'm hoping that happens. I'm hoping we can all get this team to gel. And a lot of people were asking for Gerald Henderson's head at the end of last season. And I told everybody, I believe Gerald Henderson is a solid player. We should at least keep him coming off the bench. We shouldn't get rid of Gerald Henderson. And now all of a sudden people are turning around saying, oh, we should keep Gerald. Gerald's doing good now. Gerald was already a good player. Gerald has his off games, but he's a solid player. He's not a superstar player, but he's a solid player. He will, go off sometimes, score 30 points for you, but I understand certain games he don't do that. But Henderson is what you call a solid player, and I felt like he was just a good role player, I don't think Henderson should go anywhere. Now, if Henderson ever steps his game up and, becomes more of a star, that'll be amazing, but even as a role player, he's a good role player. I mean, you don't need to have a superstar. We don't really have a superstar on our team until Kemba can show he can do this day in and day out. If Kemba can do this day in and day out, he will be a superstar. Big Al is a superstar, but Big Al don't always go off the way you want him to. But some people consider Big Al as a star, not a superstar, which I can't decline that because he doesn't always go off, you know. But he is a great player, and I'm so glad we got Al Jefferson last season on his team. If we can get Kemba and Al, when Big Al gets healthy, if those two can click the way they clicked last year, or click even better, if Kemba can be more aggressive the way he's being aggressive this season, and he can get Big Al involved at the same time, this team they aren't going to be a joke. So I think what we need to stop doing is probably just dishing the ball to Big Al. I think what we need to do is let Kemba run the floor. If Kemba runs the floor, then dishes it out, there's like, you know what I mean by running the floor is I mean driving. He drives and then dishes it out. You know, get his teammates involved. Basically, be the go-to guy. Be the guy who always has the ball in his hands like point guards are supposed to do. But hold on to the ball more. You try to do things himself more. You know, I think that's what he needs to do. He needs to try to do things himself more and then get his teammates involved. You know what I'm saying? Be more aggressive while getting your teammates involved. And I believe if he continues to do that, the Charlotte Hornets are going to be a team to be reckoned with. And I'm really, really looking forward to seeing if we can turn this team around and get this team at least an 8 seed before the end of the season. Last year we were a 7 seed, but I really dispute that. I think the Hornets should have been at least a 4th or 5th seed. I believe they weren't always, like during the season, they didn't really click until the end of the season. So to tell them, if we played like we played at the end of the season, we could have been great all year round, you know. But playoff time, I really believe that we were better than, you know, our seed, most definitely. And I definitely believe we were better than the Raptors and the Wizards, and a lot of Raptors fans talking junk. Like, I heard somebody on Twitter, I'm not going to say all of them talking junk, but I heard somebody on Twitter saying that, I thought the Hornets were going to be good. All this junk people Hornets was talking and saying that they were going to be good. Well, the Hornets have the talent. They just have to go out there and do it now. Trading Kemba, I believe that might be not trading Kemba, excuse me. Trading Lance Stevenson might be the good move. No, don't trade Kemba. Some people were telling me to trade Kemba on Facebook, and I was like, what the no, that's not a good move. You don't want to trade Kemba. Kemba's the franchise. You want to put talent around Kemba so we can put this team in a position to win some games. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking for the Hornets to do some magical things at the end of the season. Maybe get a run going. Hopefully we can get a run going. We can get in a playoff hunt. If we don't, then I guess we're going to be looking on the outside in, and, you know, hopefully next year we'll get it going. We need to get it going this year. We have the talent. We need to put it together this year. So, I mean, let's do this. If the trade is for Jeremy Lamb, I seen Lamb play with the Thunder. He's okay. I mean, those guys aren't anything special, but Lance Stevenson is shooting at 38%. I mean, it's not like he has somebody special in Lance. Lance, he gets rebounds, he gets assists, he gets a little bit of points, but he's not getting points at a good percentage. He's getting points at a piss poor percentage. But he's still getting rebounds and assists, but we already had that team last year. Charlotte's already a team that rebounds and assists well, very well. So him coming in and do that, it doesn't help us because we already had that. We need someone who can score now, and Lance showing he can score, and Gerald can score better than Lance. So that was a bad move to put in Lance Stevenson at the starting shooting guard position. I'm hearing Kid Gilchrist is shooting much better this year. I looked at his statistics a few times throughout the season when he's been healthy. He's shooting the ball very well. I saw him in practice before the season started on Hornets.com. So he continues to shoot the ball well, then the Charlotte Hornets team ain't gonna be no joke. They're gonna be something to reckon with. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing where the Hornets can go from here. All my Hornets fans, throw them up Charlotte Hornets for life. It's your boy. I believe the trade should definitely be made. because Stevenson, he's not helping the team at all. I really wish we would have got the boy from Indiana. I can't remember his name. We should have got him because he's more of a scorer, but he decided to go back to the Indiana Pacers and re-sign with them. So, anyway, it's your boy Q. I'm out. Peace.